Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Cavy Central. We've got 3 little visitors and it's actually about 9 o'clock at night here. They've been to the vet and they've had Revolution applied last week, which would be, if you're watching this video now, 4 days ago, and this little one is itching and scratching badly. So I just want to have a chat about this with you. Come and have a look at her. There's 3 piggies, a D6 male and 2 females, and they live indoors. So she was given Revolution. It was applied 4 days ago, but she's scratching badly, and you can see she's opening all these wounds. She's opening all these wounds. I'll just move her around for you. I know. We've just given her some pain relief as well, so we're waiting for that to kick in a little bit, because you can hear she's really squealing because it's very, very painful up through here. Because she's a dark color, it's also very difficult to see, but this is fresh blood and fresh wounds all the way round. So a couple of things with Revolution. It's the best product in the marketplace for eradicating mites, and within 24 hours it actually eradicates all parasites, in fact, and the egg cycle, which is fantastic. But you need to be aware that the date is still within the due time frame, and I've known instances where people have purchased this product but it's been out of date and the effectiveness just isn't there, so please check the date. The other thing is that when it's being applied, it does go direct onto the skin and it needs to be dry skin. So if you're applying something like coconut oil to guinea pigs, which is a bit of a no-no, we'll do another video on that, but if you're applying something to their skins, it can create a layer which can prevent something like Revolution from being absorbed properly. So the Revolution needs to be in contact with the skin to be absorbed. It's also, for that reason, really important you don't go giving them a bath within the next day or 2 to give the Revolution a chance to work. So just a couple of tips and pointers about using it. Where I like to apply it is directly behind the ear, and I'm not going to touch too much here because she's still settling from the pain relief, but behind their ears, all guinea pigs have more of a naked area that's available where we can apply the Revolution. So that's something. This shaking is the pain relief coming on. She's getting a little bit of relief now, which is great. It's not pain relief that will by any means knock her out. It's not an anesthetic, but it just does help with her management of pain, and it also helps alleviate the need to scratch. So she'll calm down and be able to let that start to heal. We're also going to give her a little wash because she's actually got something on there, and I haven't spoken to them about it, but it feels sticky. So maybe it's a honey or something that's been applied to the skin in trying to abate her itching and trying to get better. They've also cut back her nails, which is the right thing to do. But in this sort of instance, it's way more severe. So number 1 is to eradicate the problem, which is the mite infestation. Number 2 is to then treat the wounds and the animal in the correct way. We're actually going to dress this area, and we'll check in again with her really soon. She has 2 other buddies and they're not exhibiting the same sorts of severity. And that actually raises another point where people often say they can't understand why one animal has mites where others don't. And it's simply a case of immunity or something being a little bit uneven for that animal. Now in this instance, the other 2 guinea pigs are much larger. She's much smaller, so perhaps she's a little bit more intimidated in that setting. Perhaps she frets a little bit more so because of her size. You can see she's starting to calm down there and she's not high-pitched squealing, which is the pain relief on board. But yeah, so we're going to check her out thoroughly. We often find where an animal is really struggling, that it might be the last one to eat, or it might be being pushed out of the herd, or it might have something else like a tumor on board, which makes its immunity a little bit more suppressed. And without a doubt, the others will also have an element of it. It's just a matter of time. Mites are microscopic and they take advantage of their host given the right situations. Okay. We'll also talk about her housing and where they've been living to make some changes there that will help. But you can see she's still doing healthy poo. She's still a good weight, so she'll soon be feeling a lot better as well. So we can at least touch her now, which is great. I'm just going to get, I've got a bit of this stuck in the end of the tube. Which we're just going to put on her. I'm just going to, I'm just going to rub that into your ears. This. I'll work a little bit. I'm just here with this little girl who had a really severe mite infestation. We've got on top of that pretty much, she's still got a little bit of fungal around, and you can see here with these white areas. Come and take a closer look where we need to continue to bath. But the way we know we're on top of the mites is that we can actually touch this area really easily. We have no hair that's coming out anymore. And down in the region where she had the most severe infestation, you can see a lovely velvet cover coming through. So when you do have a nasty mite infestation, mite and fungal, we call it mange, when you do have that occurring, there's little breakouts that still continue for the following weeks where you need to keep an eye on that and make sure that everything is continuing to improve. She's doing really well. She's put on weight. She's ready to go back and meet her buddies again in the next week or so, and yeah, she's doing really well. So that's it from me. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.